Today, we're diving into a journey that bridges the gap between the heavens and the earth. We're not just talking about any signs. We're exploring the signs that have been whispered about for millennia, those foretold in the Bible, against the backdrop of our modern-day world events. As mentioned earlier, the trumpets of judgment appear not only 1, but 7 times. Number 7 tends to represent something being finished or complete. Hence, God's creation was complete on the 7th day. It also tends to represent divine perfection. Let's take a moment to reflect on the significance of the number 7 in the Bible. Of the numbers we see in the Bible, 7 appears to show up far more frequently than most others. God creates the world in 7 days, if we include the resting day, Genesis 1. In fact, we see 7 appear more than 700 times throughout the Bible. Jacob works 7 years for Laban before he marries his daughter, Genesis 29. We also can't seem to escape 7 in Revelation in terms of seals, trumpets, and more. Often we see the number 7 in reference to holy works of God. God creates the earth in 7 days, Genesis 1. He commands the Israelites to make the 7th day of the week, Sabbath, a holy day filled with no working activities, Exodus 28-11. So when someone upholds the Sabbath, they uphold or fulfill a divine command. In Revelation, we have quite a few series of punishments, pouring out the wrath of God upon the earth. Throughout Revelation, we see a pattern of 7s in terms of God's judgment. The 7th seal introduces the 7 trumpet judgments that wreak destruction with hail and fire. These seals, as depicted in the sacred text, foreshadow a succession of apocalyptic cataclysms serving as harbingers of Christ's imminent return and the dawn of the eschaton. Unfolding across the pages of Revelation from chapters 5 to 8, the prophecy of the 7 seals emerges from the visionary experiences of John the Apostle during his exile on the desolate Isle of Patmos. Within this celestial vision, it becomes apparent that none among mortals or celestial beings can claim the authority or righteousness requisite to break the seals and unveil the scroll's mysteries, not even the most devout servants of the Almighty. The weight of this realization burdens John's soul, evoking a profound sorrow as he grapples with the uncertainty of whether anyone exists with the capacity to decode the prophetic revelations contained within the sealed scroll. Yet, in the midst of John's despair, a revelation unfolds. An elder, a wise harbinger of hope, appears to assuage John's distress, revealing the presence of one worthy to break the seals and unfurl the scroll. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David. This enigmatic figure, celebrated for his lineage and divine authority, embodies the power to unravel the scroll's enigmatic contents. While for many, this figure unequivocally represents Jesus Christ, the incarnate Son of God, theological interpretations vary among different branches of Christianity, with some identifying the scroll's bearer as God himself. Against the backdrop of human history, amidst the turbulence of the COVID-19 pandemic that gripped the world in the early months of 2020, the echoes of Revelation's prophecies reverberated anew. Some biblical scholars, attuned to the signs of the times, speculated that the unfolding events mirrored the imagery of the initial 4 seals, though empirical evidence remains elusive. Compelling arguments have been made suggesting a parallel between current global crises and the prophetic warnings of Revelation. As you engage with today's discourse, I invite you to reflect upon these profound mysteries, to contemplate the timeless truths encapsulated within the sacred scriptures, and to discern for yourself. The next prophetic sequence in the book of Revelation is the 7 trumpets, a series of significant events described from Revelation 8:2 to chapter 11. These events are narrated from the vision that John witnessed in a manner similar to when he saw the seals. The book of Revelation describes a series of dramatic events leading up to the end times. These events are revealed in 2 parts, the 7 seals and the 7 trumpets. The 7 seals, when opened one by one, unleash a series of disasters on earth, like wars, famines, and natural disasters. These can be seen as the initial warnings of God's judgment. The 7 trumpets come next, building upon the troubles caused by the seals. Each trumpet blast brings a new catastrophe, like a burning meteor or a plague of monstrous locusts. The trumpets represent an escalation of God's judgment, growing more intense and widespread with each blast. The text emphasizes that these 2 sets of events are connected. The seals set the stage for the trumpets, with each disaster worsening the situation and leading to the ultimate display of God's power at the sounding of the seventh trumpet. Furthermore, the seven trumpets can be seen as a response to the prayers of the saints depicted in Revelation 8:3-5, indicating a divine response to the suffering and persecution endured by God's people. The seven seals lay the groundwork for the unfolding of end-time events, while the seven trumpets amplify and expand upon these events, ultimately leading to the culmination of God's redemptive plan for humanity. When the time does come for Jesus to establish his kingdom, this world will pass away for a new one. Before that, there are many things that must come to pass, as recorded in the prophetic books of the Bible, particularly Revelation. One of the most intriguing and mysterious prophecies that will occur during the end of days is the coming of the four horsemen. Shrouded in the mystique of prophecy and symbolism, the four horsemen of the apocalypse stride forth from the pages of Revelation, wielding metaphysical authority over the realms of disease, war, famine, and death.